It's all about having the key insights, following the leaders of the crypto industry and background stories on blockchain technology trends to keep you one step ahead. Monty Metzger, CEO of LCX.com, keeps you up to speed with what's moving global crypto markets and gives you the latest insights about LCX's platform and ecosystem. This is LCX Insights Live.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is LCX Insights Live. I'm so happy to see you here online. There are more and more coming in as we speak right now. So this is LCX Insights Live, a very special session today. It's Sunday, the 27th, 2021, and it's the release of the white paper of the Tiamonds Project. As you know, in our live video shows, I'm engaging in the world's top blockchain project entrepreneurs, investors, and pioneers in crypto and blockchain in honest conversation meant to challenge traditional ways of thinking. Today, I'm your host and guest, Monty Metzger, and I'm founder and CEO of LCX. LCX is the key driver and the company behind the Tiamonds projects. So I will answer as many questions as you like. And I'll also show you all the details, what you need to know about the Tiamonds projects, what's coming up. LCX is a regulated fintech company that focuses on digital asset trading, compliant token offerings, such as Tiamonds, and tokenization, such as the Tiamonds NFTs. So LCX has recently received 8 blockchain-related approvals by the Liechtenstein regulator, more than any other company in the country. And Liechtenstein, as you might not know, is a small country next to Switzerland and Austria, probably 1 hour drive from Zurich and 1 hour drive away from Zug, the so known and well-known crypto valley. Liechtenstein has received a AAA rating by Standard & Poor's, and it's part of the European Economic Zone while having access to Switzerland. So it's a very interesting hybrid position we are having here. So, and this is something LCX can leverage, of course. But even more important, as you all know, Liechtenstein has introduced the most forward-thinking legal framework for cryptocurrencies and blockchain companies, providing legal clarity and security for LCX users. So a lot of jurisdictions are now looking at what LCX and what Liechtenstein is doing in terms of regulation. And so we see some of these inspirations now being fundamentally implemented at the ESMA, the European regulator, as well as other European countries. So today's show title at LCX Insights Live is all about Tiamonds and the Tiamonds white paper. So just as a reminder, you can ask us anything. Just put in your questions at YouTube. I will pick the most promising questions. First of all, I want to give you a full update on the white paper and walk you through. So I've not prepared a presentation, but I do kind of the real thing in terms of presenting the white paper to you and then going into all the different nitty-gritty details around it, explaining it as good as possible. And then if you have any questions, drop your questions on YouTube and I will pick them here. So let me reveal the LCX and Tiamonds white paper. So here it is. This is the white paper, Tokenized Diamonds Empowered by Blockchain Technology. You will find the white paper after the show at tiamonds.com. And then over the coming weeks, days, we will release additional information, press release, website, and so on. Many more information and steps are coming. So let me walk you through this white paper. So as you can see, there's a table of content. And we will start with the abstract and go into all the different kind of elements. So we'll explain tokenization, we'll explain LCX, give some background here. Then we'll speak about Tiamonds, the NFT, and then we'll speak about TIA tokens as well, and then wrap it up with a conclusion. So let me begin with tokenization is an emerging and rapidly evolving area in blockchain industry. But there's a fundamental element missing because the average consumer doesn't understand what tokenization is, why it matters, how the technology works, and they don't know why the legal framework matters. So a lot of the tokenization projects out there, which we're currently seeing, do not have this infrastructure which we are now leveraging. And we do see that there needs to be much more education and reach to really grasp the impact and the potential of tokenization as a whole. So that's why we created Tiamonds, because it will create this mass adoption and accessibility through three main tactics. First of all, showcase. So we will showcase the opportunities of tokenized assets. Second is gamify features will be integrated, how tokenization works to educate and inform our audience. And the third thing is the community is first. So it's a community first token economy. It's sustainable and fair launched. Very important for us. And probably one element super important for our LCX community, it's strengthening the LCX ecosystem as a whole. And I will tell you why. So the Tiamonds project is a project by LCX with the goal to showcase the opportunities, to educate the consumers about tokenization by gamification to create a community-driven token economy. So the Tiamonds projects include two key elements. First is the Tiamonds, the tokenized diamonds called the Tiamonds. So these are Tiamonds NFTs. And the second part is the deflationary cryptocurrency called TIA tokens. So again, what are the key elements of the Tiamonds project? There are two elements. First is the tokenized diamonds called Tiamonds. These are the NFTs, and the deflationary cryptocurrency called TIA tokens. So if you look at the white paper, there are also these two key elements mentioned there. So Tiamonds are the non-fungible tokens, the NFTs representing the ownership rights of real-world diamonds. So a diamond is the hardest material on earth and has long since been recognized as a beauty, as a gemstone, but also as a good value investment for the long term. So each Tiamond is receiving, on top of like having the bond to the real world diamond 101, each Tiamond holder will receive TIA tokens as rewards over time through a model which we call own to earn. So you own the NFT to earn the rewards, the TIA rewards. The TIA tokens is a fully community-driven, fair launch DeFi token, and it's a deflationary cryptocurrency with three simple functions: reflection, rebalancing, and burn. So that's the overview of the Tiamonds projects. Let me explain a little bit about tokenization. So what is tokenization? Tokenization aims to reimagine and improve financial services on the foundations of distributed ledger technology, blockchain, digital assets, and smart contracts. So as such, tokenization is an important and emerging sector of financial technology and the blockchain industry as a whole. Tokenization refers to the process of creation of digital tokens on a blockchain platform that grants certain ownership rights to physical objects. So basically, asset tokenization enables easier exchange for tangible or intangible assets through the token. So you can basically put some simple rights like ownership rights or profit sharing rights or anything in this token. And instead of signing a lot of contracts to change the ownership of these rights, you can simply change the token. So that's why we believe that everything that can be tokenized will be tokenized, and every financial asset will be also represented on a token and will be tokenized on chain, just because of all the efficiencies which we currently see there. So that's, I think, a tremendous important future market. So assets that can be represented on the token can range from the financial instruments like debts, bonds, stocks, equity, for example, or any digital security or security made digital, or legal rights, copyrights, usage rights, utility rights. These are very simple things which are non-securities, but also physical assets like real estate, art, cars. We've seen some cars tokenization, or diamonds. Let me give you some background on LCX as well. So LCX is a regulated fintech company. We're headquartered in Liechtenstein. It's a small country next to Switzerland and Austria in the heart of Europe. And LCX core offering is a secure and compliant platform for buying, selling, and transferring and storing digital currencies. So you can access lcx.com and then go to the exchange.lcx.com, and trade a variety of digital assets now already. LCX stands for the Liechtenstein Crypto Assets Exchange. The company was founded 2018 and has the headquarters in Vaduz, the capital city of Liechtenstein, but with offices in Zug, in Crypto Valley, in Switzerland, as well as in New Delhi in India. And there's more coming on that side as well. We have currently obtained 8 crypto-related registrations by the Financial Market Authority Liechtenstein, and we are operating in accordance with the new blockchain laws. And we have introduced a comprehensive crypto compliance suite. On top of that, the general due diligence laws, KYC and everything, there we are as strictly regulated as any financial institution or crypto or a bank, a digital bank. So if you sign up to Revolut, it's basically very similar process as signing up at LCX. And then on top of that, we created the LCX token, which is the fuel of the LCX.com platform and our cryptocurrency exchange. The LCX token works as a long-term sustainable incentive mechanism to motivate various stakeholders to participate in the ecosystem. LCX token is an exchange-based utility token which grants all users a reduction of trading fees at LCX exchange and many, many more benefits. So now let's dive into Tiamonds, the first section of our white paper, and a very important element, of course, and the core of this project. So what is Tiamonds and what are Tiamond NFTs? So with Tiamonds, you can safely add diamonds, real diamonds, to your investment portfolio via blockchain technology. Tiamonds are non-fungible tokens, the NFTs, representing ownership of an individual and a real-world diamond. Tiamond NFTs are based on the Ethereum blockchain and backed one-on-one with one individual diamond. Tiamond NFTs are enabled by LCX regulatory framework and our advanced blockchain infrastructure. With that, we are showcasing the functionalities and our role also as a physical validator as defined in the Blockchain Act and the blockchain laws in Liechtenstein. So the physical validator's role is really to connect the physical with the digital world. So diamonds as an asset class, let me rephrase the question so that it's good to create these little clips also, which we're then sharing to the community. So why are diamonds an interesting asset class? Diamonds were formed billions of years ago, so they are the hardest material on the planet. Of course, you all know them from Cartier and all these luxury gem store jewelries all around the world. But it's also often used for investors to diversify to hard asset. And diamonds are available in many sizes. It's portable, easy to store in these things, but there's a lack of fungibility. So diamonds are rarely used as an asset diversification on the kind of larger scale, because there's, if you buy gold, then the gold bar is always identical with the next one. And diamonds, each diamond is individual. So that's why diamonds are really non-fungible, as they're always unique. And there are several diamond grading systems that allows diamonds to be measured a little bit. So there's color, karat, clarity, and cut quality. So nevertheless, it's always an individual diamond. So with the lack of fungibility, it's one of the main reasons why diamonds have a complex, illiquid, and intransparent marketplace. And then on top of that, diamond marketplaces are very fragmented and include many middlemen. If you look at the kind of hub in Europe, in Antwerp, in Belgium, there's this diamond district. That's where a lot of diamonds are traded, and it's still a very physical, very intransparent way. Also, the prices are very, very different. So as you would imagine, if you go in a jewelry shop and buy some diamonds, like single diamonds over there, there's a huge margin for these retail shops. Of course, they have to pay all the salaries, their expensive real estate location and so on, and then they sell it. And but of course, there are a lot of middlemen involved who are taking share. So the actual physical price of the asset is much different. So then when you're trying to sell it, of course, you won't get the same price as you would have bought at a jewelry shop. So here for us, like, we took a tremendous effort to really offer and to get a good price in terms of the diamonds which we're providing. But we also see that their big opportunity is really to do something extraordinary on top of that. And that comes later. So let me explain. What are Tiamonds? What are tokenized diamonds and our tokenized diamond tokens? So it's an asset-backed token based on Ethereum blockchain, which represent the real-world individual diamond. The token is backed 101. It's a digital representative on the individual diamond. We're using the ERC 721 token standard in combination with some of our regulatory compliance tools, which we developed around the Liechtenstein protocol for security tokens. So the overall development of the token is still ongoing. But we're looking into a couple of these features. Now, the important thing, how many diamonds will there be and how many Tiamonds, tokenized diamonds, will be issued? So the first drop, the first generation of Tiamonds will include 100 tokenized diamonds. So LCX will issue 100 tokenized diamonds as NFTs called Tiamonds. So each NFT represents the ownership right of one indivisible diamond. In addition, each Tiamond, and especially of the first generation of Tiamonds, grants the owner the right to receive 1 million TIA tokens, where one TIA token will be rewarded every minute for 1 million minutes. So there are 525,600 minutes per year. So 1 million minutes is almost 2 years. So the first generation of Tiamonds will be numbered from 001 till 100. So each Tiamond will be described with its key characteristics in the 4 Cs: cut, clarity, karat, and color. And furthermore, each Tiamond will include a physical validator certificate issued by LCX and the diamond certificate, which is issued by GIA, which can be both looked up online. So you always can verify which Tiamond or which diamond is the asset which is behind this NFT. So we also visualize these things with each NFT in a nice image. All diamonds used for our Tiamonds project are GIA diamonds, which are diamonds certified by the Gemological Institute of America. That's the world's foremost authority in independent third-party diamond certification. So really the leader in that space. Also, diamonds with that certificate are a little bit more valued. And in general, LCX will refer also to the OECD's 5 steps risk-based due diligence guidance for responsible supply chain of minerals where possible and relevant, of course, and taking into consideration the European Union's conflict mineral regulation, which is effective now 2021, and the London Metal Exchange Responsible Sourcing Initiative, which is effective next year. So we had been also looking into kind of these updates where when sourcing these diamonds. So in summary, LCX has established operational processes, business processes to ensure that the contractual enforcement of the token rights are embedded in every Tiamond NFT. And I have to underline that once again, because what are the, kind of a key difference of any tokenized asset? So if you look at tokenized diamond tokens issued by LCX, the Tiamonds, a key feature is really that we have established these operational processes to ensure that the contractual enforceability of the token rights are embedded in the Tiamond NFTs. So you can always make sure that you have the right binded to the diamond. It's real, it's there, it's insured, it's guaranteed, and so on. So what are the key benefits here? Tiamonds are used, let me start again. What are the key benefits of Tiamonds? So Tiamonds use the Ethereum blockchain and use the ERC 721 non-fungible token standard to create a digital representative of the single diamond and enable the diamond to function as a tradable asset. So what are the benefits here? It's asset-backed. It's an asset-backed investment. Each tokenized diamond backed with one-on-one real-world individual diamonds. Tokenized diamonds are NFTs, so you can withdraw them, you can trade them, you can even redeem them if you want. So you can get the real diamond. And what we put on top of that is that you will get this reward of TIA tokens over a fixed period of time. The approach of Tiamonds is to embrace the lack of fungibility as a non-fungible crypto asset. And Tiamonds can be now traded at any crypto exchange in the world that supports the ERC20 standard. A Tiamond can be bought and sold as easily as a crypto kitty. That's what we wanted to achieve. How to purchase Tiamonds? The first generation includes 100 Tiamonds. So the initial drop of Tiamonds will be exclusively sold at LCX.com. 50 Tiamonds will be offered for sale as a fixed price, and 50 will be offered in an auction. So only verified users are eligible to participate in the sale and the auction. Each user can buy a maximum of 2 Tiamonds, one via the sale, fixed price, and one via the auction. So how will the fixed price sale work? The Tiamonds sale at a fixed price is limited to VIP users at LCX. That's something which we are newly introducing. So to become a VIP user at LCX, you have let's start again. To become a VIP user at LCX, you will have access to the Tiamond sale, but you have to stake 1 million LCX token for a minimum of 1 year. So everybody, all of our users who are staking 1 million LCX token for a minimum of a year will become a VIP user at LCX, and they will be granted additional benefits. The first benefit which they get is full access, pre-access before anybody else to this 50 tokens which we will sold for fixed price. Once sold, they may resell it, or they may withdraw the Tiamonds or even the TIA tokens, but they cannot unstake the LCX token before the 1 year. So that's locked up, but there will be additional benefits granted. VIP users will have preferred access to Tiamond sale platform and can buy a maximum of 1 Tiamond. Only LCX users, only LCX tokens are accepted as a payment method. The estimated USD value is visible next to the total amount of LCX token. So let me repeat here. How will the Tiamond sale work? So the Tiamond sale at the fixed price will work like that. So you have to become a VIP user. It's easy to become a VIP user. You just have to stake 1 million LCX token at LCX platform for a minimum of a year, and then you will have premium access, exclusive access to the first 50 Tiamond NFT tokens, which will be sold at our platform at a fixed rate. If you miss that, so this is a first come first serve basis. We will drop several Tiamonds then at certain times, and then you will be able to just buy them there directly. The second sales phase is the Tiamonds auction. And so after the Tiamond sale at fixed price is concluded, the Tiamonds auction will start. The auction is available for any verified LCX users, and Tiamonds auction will start at a minimum price, and then users can bid until the auction time will end. Users will be bidding and paying in LCX token only, and we will display an estimated US dollar value, of course, according to the current market price next to it. Users may only bid by one Tiamond auction at the same time, so you can't make bids on all of them. We will have also split it up, so there will be, on a certain period of time, there will be these different drops of Tiamond NFTs, and then you will be able to bid on them. So there's a minimum bid, and then there's a rate of 1,000 LCX token in terms of scaling it up. The sales platform for Tiamonds, for both, for the auction and the sales, will be then accessible at lcx.com at a special section, which will then also facilitate as our NFT platform. Once Tiamonds are born, users can transfer these NFTs or sell them, or even offer them on any third-party platform, such as OpenSea. So this is key part of trading of Tiamonds. So will you be able to trade Tiamonds? So Tiamonds are issued by LCX and will be offered at lcx.com. Once you've bought a Tiamond, you can keep it, you can trade it, or you can hodl it to enjoy the benefits of the own-to-earn model and get tier token as rewards. Tiamonds can be traded or sold on NFT platforms such as OpenSea, Rarible, or other platforms, and of course at the newly established LCX NFT marketplace, which will be also rolled out at a later time. So these are the key elements here of the Tiamonds and how it works. I will repeat the most important things at the end, but I want to explain to you what efforts we've put in to make that a huge success, and also to ensure that you have possible rights within the platform. So let me explain you how this works. There are two key elements to it that we are ensuring that you have full security and also enforceability of your rights. So this is called analog and digital safekeeping. So how will we do the analog safekeeping? According to the blockchain world, to the blockchain laws in Liechtenstein, we actually have to guarantee that the rights from the real world will be fully embodied in the digital token and can be enforced. So under the Liechtenstein blockchain laws, this role is defined as a physical validator, and the analog safekeeping process is a process to ensure that the value, availability, safety, and similar characteristics of the offline projects are preserved and maintained throughout the tokenization process and during the whole lifetime of the token ownership. So in particular, LCX takes these diamonds in custody and stores all diamonds in special security vaults at the highest security levels, physically in Liechtenstein, in this secure country. So the diamonds are insured and stored in Liechtenstein at a high security vault outside the banking system. Also important because it's an independent security vault, so similar like a high security vault you would imagine, with a protection level 10 and 6 eyes principle. So literally it takes you like half an hour to go in and out, sign several documents, checking IDs and so forth. So it is really impressive to see what is possible there. So LCX, as a leading regulated trusted technology service provider, so-called VT-Dienstleister here under the Liechtenstein laws, has the responsibility and guarantees for the physical asset in case of damage or theft. These obligations are key for us and also key of the Liechtenstein Blockchain Act. And if we would not comply with these requirements, we would risk our license and would risk to operate as a regulated company there. So the physical safekeeping is highly important as it is the basis of tokenization and enables the token economy, providing certainty, allowing the tokenization of assets and enabling secure trade and transfer powered by blockchain. So this is the analog safekeeping. And then on top of that, there's a digital safekeeping on top of that. So let me change the perspective here so you can see me, and then I go through this for a little while. You can then read up everything what you see. So the digital safekeeping, LCX guarantees that the rights from the real world will be fully embodied in the digital token. Besides the analog safekeeping, also make sure that the rights are represented in digital token in a way that it's accessible for the token holders and can be verified by them. The verification also obviously is very important. So LCX takes all the necessary steps to fully ensure that the contractual and legal rights are embodied and in the digital token. So what are the key elements of digital safekeeping process? First, it's evaluation, testing, and development of the smart contract and its functionalities. That has been started and will conclude in the next coming weeks. Second, evaluation, testing, and maintaining of purchasing, transferring, trading, and redemption process. Internal and external smart contract audit. So this will be fully published. First, our internal smart contract audit, and then we'll give it to a very reliable partner, which we have worked in the past already, and then reviewing that smart contract. We're actually creating 2 smart contracts, of course. So one is for the NFTs, the Tiamond NFTs, and the second is the TIA token, the deflationary reward token next to the Tiamonds. So, and then last but not least, in the digital safekeeping, of course, we'll do the full legal review of the token issue documents and the white paper. And after conclusion of the analog and the digital safekeeping process, we will create a LCX certificate. So the LCX certificate will be published as our role, kind of as a physical validator certificate. It's an apostilled and certified document which has an overview of the guarantees and rights embodied in the token. This certificate will be made public on LCX as the token issuer. So there will be no login required or something. Anybody can look that up. The LCX certificate includes the following information: name of the token issuer, name of the digital token, the TT system, the trusted technology system that is used. By law, they mean with trust technology, of course, blockchain. So the will be Ethereum blockchain. A summary of the embodied rights in each token, date of the certificate, and signatures certified, and so on. So LCX will be publishing these validator certificate, physical validator certificates about each digital asset token. And the LCX certificates will be publicly made available without any need to log in or sign up. And they will be presented in web or PDF, most likely in a PDF format as we planned it now. So then in addition to that, the LCX certificate will have a unique URL, so you can look that up. That will not be changed and kind of use as a referral link for the long term. And as there are several LCX certificate issues, we will also, if you offer kind of a simple search or filtering function to find the right one, which is connected to your tokenized diamond. So redemption of Tiamonds, something which we also use, but there are some implications which you have to think about. So owners of Tiamonds can redeem their, well, let's start again. Can I get my diamond, the real diamond as well? So can I get a redemption of the Tiamonds token? Yes. Owners of Tiamonds can redeem their Tiamond and physically receive the diamond which is behind. So redeeming a Tiamond will destroy the token connected to the physical diamond. So we will burn that. NFT. And to get the diamond and keep it in your own possession, there are a few steps. So first, you have to be fully verified LCX user. So if you have bought the NFT on a verified, on a other third-party platform, then you will be able to log in at LCX, get verified. That's the first step. Second step, you have to contact us at our support at hello@lcx.com, and then we'll guide you through the process. So third, we will email you the shipping costs, service fee, total for redemption, along with payment instructions to pay these fees, and a wallet address to send us the NFT to us. So you have to send us then the Tiamond NFT once this process is confirmed. Then we tell you also how this will work overall, the redemption process. And then there are two options. So one is we ship it to you. This will most likely only be possible for North America and Europe. And then we have to see where you want to get that shipped, but there's insured shipping possible with that. And then, but there's also a pickup possible. So once you have sent us the NFT and the fees are paid and so on, then you will be receiving the diamond. Either we'll mail it to the specific address, or you'll pick it up, and we'll also help you with the pickup process and guide you on that. That's how you get the real diamond. So what is a physical validator? LCX has applied for registration at the Financial Market Authority in Liechtenstein as a physical validator. We applied for that in February 2020, so already quite some time ago. Since then, we've been going back and forth with different models. And Tiamonds is a token project which is issued by ourselves, by LCX directly. The authorization as this role as a physical validator is not required, because it's only required if you do it for somebody else as a third party. But it's perfect for us to show this, how the process works, how we do the digital and analog safekeeping, how we taking all these processes. And that's why we're sure that this will help us also to finish this application. This would be then our 9th role at the blockchain laws here in Liechtenstein. I think a very important one also for other jurisdictions to learn from. So Liechtenstein introduced the Token and Trusted Technology Service Provider Act, also known as the Blockchain Act, or in German, der Gesetz über Token- und VT-Dienstleister, Token- und VT-Dienstleistergesetz, TVTG. According to Article 2, there's the definition as a physical validator. So let me explain. What is a physical validator defined by the laws? A physical validator is a person who ensures the enforcement of rights in accordance with the agreement in terms of property law represented in tokens on TT systems. So according to Article 17 in the TVTG, the physical validator must introduce special internal control mechanism. As explained, the physical validators need to be set up these processes, safekeeping and so on. We separated in this analog and digital one, so it is not specifically defined, but I think it's a kind of smart approach. And we are liable in the event that the rights of the property, like if there's any problem, it's really that we are creating a liability here for LCX as the issuer. And that's very important because like if you are tokenizing any assets, you want to make sure that the asset is actually there. So it's an important responsibility towards the token holders, including the publication requirements, which are several kind of basic informations which are defined there. So to summarize, the physical validator ensures the contractual enforcement of the legal right represented by the token issued here by us. So that's in the kind of local property law, the Sachenrecht is kind of the underlying law here. And this may include the safekeeping of the objects as described, digital and analog safekeeping in the interest and the benefit of the token holder, accessing, validating, and confirming the value of the object, identification of the owner, confirmation of the legitimacy, and provenance of the ownership with respect to physical objects. So in this capacity, LCX aims to be a physical validator also for a lot of other future projects. But again, we believe that the Tiamonds project will be already a very, very exciting project, especially with the addition of the TIA tokens as a reward. So what are TIA tokens? We spoke about that so much now. So what are TIA tokens? The TIA tokens is a community first and fair launch DeFi token. TIA tokens are a deflationary cryptocurrency as the supply decreases with time. TIA tokens integrate 3 simple functions: reflection, rebalancing, and burn. So in every on-chain transaction, there's a fee of 10% total that is automatically taken and split in 3 ways. Reflection, 5% goes back to all existing holders of TIA token. Rebalancing, so 2.5% fee is automatically sold by the contract into LCX token at Uniswap. So, and all the acquired LCX token will be added to the long-term LCX company reserve. So they will be kind of off market. And third, burn. So 2.5% of the TIA tokens are automatically burned. So that's why the supply will be reduced time by time. TIA token distribution. How will TIA token be distributed? So it's a fair launch and distribution. TIA tokens are launched in a fair community-driven way without a token sale and without an initial coin offering. No tokens for the team automatically, nor for any advisors. LCX and the team may participate alongside the community. So TIA tokens will be distributed to the owners of Tiamonds in an own-to-earn model over a period of 1 million minutes, approximately 2 years, with a rate of 1 TIA token per minute for each Tiamond NFT. So the distribution starts directly after the initial token offering and the sale on the platform. But it's important to note that these numbers and the token economics are linked to the first generation of the Tiamonds only. So in the first generation of Tiamonds drop, a total of 100 million TIA tokens will be distributed via the own-to-earn model to 100 Tiamond NFT owners over 100 million. So let me repeat. If you own a Tiamond NFT, then you will receive 1 TIA token every minute for 1 million minutes. So the rewards for the first generation of TIA Tiamonds drop is set to 1 million TIA tokens per Tiamond. So, and this amount of TIA tokens reward for each Tiamond will be reduced in the future and will be only decided by our TIA governance or Tiamond's governance system. So another kind of important factor here, there won't be any additional TIA tokens released to the market without any real Tiamonds, without any diamonds being tokenized. But we will enable additional Tiamonds if the community decides so. It's not our decision, and it will be kind of community first project. And I will explain to you as well. What is this own-to-earn model? The own-to-earn model will distribute TIA tokens to the Tiamond NFT owners over a fixed period of time. As you remember, for the first generation of Tiamond NFTs, it will be 1 million TIA tokens for each Tiamond NFT. So each user who owns the Tiamond will get a fixed supply of TIA tokens automatically. The TIA tokens can be claimed by the owner at a dedicated decentralized app at the LCX platform. What is important to understand, we enable, or like any NFT like this Tiamonds here can be traded. So you can resell them, and the new owner will then have the right to claim the TIA tokens. I will also explain how the claiming will work, but in a nutshell, you can claim the tokens every minute if you want, but it's an on-chain transaction which will trigger gas fees. So it might make sense to just collect a couple of TIA tokens over a couple of weeks, days, or whatever. And then when you're ready, you can claim them. And if you want to resell them, of course, we recommend to claim all the TIA tokens first and then resell it. Or if your strategy is you give the whole package with a big bunch of TIA tokens, you might achieve a higher price at the third market trading. So at least that's something which is very, very exciting, I think, for the community to trade around and to see the value of Tiamond's NFTs grow over time, especially with the TIA tokens. So let me explain, what are the TIA token governance? The TIA token is enabling community-first approach and a vibrant, diverse, and dedicated governance system, which will actively guide the Tiamonds project towards the future. So Tiamonds is embracing a community-driven governance framework, governance distribution, governance contribution, and voting will focus on aspects for future tokenization and Tiamond releases to expand and develop the broader LCX ecosystem. TIA tokens can be staked at LCX platform. So staked TIA tokens can be delegated and used to vote through the Tiamond's governance platform. So the governance system will allow the submission of votes to key decisions that governs Tiamond projects. So what are key decisions which will be decided via the TIA token governance? For example, the decision of how many additional Tiamond NFTs will be created. Probably what clarity, what karat, how many? We would do another 100 as a second drop. And then in addition to that, the decision of the range variety of diamonds to be tokenized. Yeah, but on top of that, the decision about distribution ratios, how many TIA tokens will be awarded to each new Tiamond. So for now, the first drop will get 1 million TIA tokens for each Tiamond NFTs. So that's the first generation, very special first Tiamond NFT generation. But the second will probably get much less. And this ratio and how many will be decided by the community only. The decision might be also that we don't release any additional NFTs with that, but just work with the TIA tokens as they are. Could be also a solution. We'll see. So it really depends on demand, market, and also how the voting then will work. Of course, the stacking is a must to really participate, but kind of learned and experienced model and another governance platforms as well. So what are the TIA token economics? So the TIA token is Ethereum based, it's built on ERC20 token, very simple standard token, but the smart contract is quite sophisticated because it includes these three key functions: rebalancing, rewards, no, got it wrong. Reflection, rebalancing, and burn. So that's why the kind of smart contract is quite sophisticated of the TIA tokens. And that's all happening automatically and on-chain. So what are the TIA token economics? So the TIA token, ERC20 token, I mentioned that the maximum supply ever possible to be created is 1 billion TIA tokens. But the total supply at the first token generation event will be 200 million TIA tokens only. So if at all, or if we decide like to do additional tokens, these need to be minted, but the decision is only up to the community. So it might end up that we only will be there 200 million, but if it makes sense, if the governance structure of TIA token holders will decide, we'll mint additional ones, but they can be only distributed in connection with real world diamonds. So with the real world diamonds connected to the Tiamond NFTs. So the initial supply and number of TIA tokens will be 200 million. I mentioned that, but due to the deflationary nature of the TIA tokens economics, of course, it will be reduced over time. Think about this 10% fee at every transaction taking there and 2.5% being burned. So minting and distribution of additional TIA tokens is only possible in connection with the distribution of tokenized diamonds. Very, very important to mention that. Only connection to the tokenized diamonds and the creation of Tiamond NFTs via our own to earn model. So there won't be an additional sale, nothing like that. It's really always connected to the NFTs. Decisions if and how many TIA tokens will be minted and released only with the Tiamond's governance model, which I explained before. So how will the 200 million be used and distributed? First, the first 100 million will be awarded to the first generation of Tiamond NFTs over a fixed period of time. Remember, you will earn as a Tiamond NFT holder 1 TIA token every minute for 1 million minutes. The other 50% will be added as a liquidity for 2 trading pairs at Uniswap V3. So, and of course, we will enable token trading. So how will the TIA token be traded and listed? So TIA token will be listed at the LCX exchange with 3 trading pairs: TIA LCX token, TIA ETH token, and TIA Euro, our digitalized euro. In addition, 100 million tokens will be put in 2 Uniswap V3 trading pools, the TIA LCX and TIA ETH, with a starting price of 10 cents, so $0.1 per TIA token. The liquidity pool will be vested and locked up over a long period of time, so also 2 years here, and the custody will be provided by LCX as the regulated custody provider in LCX deep cold storage and certified by LCX Custody Certificate. So these will be locked up. We won't touch them. Trading fees as a liquidity provider at the LCX is the only way to get any operational expenses paid. So, a lot of efforts, a lot of investment going into this project as a showcase. And that's the only way that we get our operational expenses paid. Why is the Tiamonds Project strengthening the LCX ecosystem? The Tiamonds Project and the TIA tokens is strengthening the LCX ecosystem as a whole. So to purchase Tiamonds and claim TIA token awards, users must become a verified LCX user. So very, very important to user growth. Tiamonds can only be bought with LCX token. Again, strengthening LCX ecosystem. Tiamonds fixed price sales only available to VIP users who have to stake 1 million LCX for at least a year. And the rebalancing function is triggering an automatic market buying process of LCX token on decentralized exchange on Uniswap. So 2.5% of each on-chain transaction will be taken and swapped into LCX, and these LCX token will be then put into long-term company reserve, not being touched. How to claim TIA tokens? Owners of Tiamond NFTs can claim their TIA tokens directly at LCX as a dedicated dApp provided by us. So TIA tokens will be granted to the Tiamond NFT automatically every minute. But claiming TIA tokens is an on-chain transaction, and standard gas fees apply. Anybody who have provided liquidity at Uniswap V3 knows the system. You own the NFT, and then you can claim your fees as a limited liquidity provider anytime. You can leave them there, and so on. So it's the same system like Uniswap V3 liquidity provider system. So TIA tokens will be rewarded to the Tiamond NFT holder automatically, and you can claim them as often you want, but gas fees apply. So if the Tiamond NFT will be transferred to another wallet, or then this wallet is the owner, so the new owner will be able to claim all unclaimed tokens, TIA tokens. And that's important depending on your strategy on a third party market is really what how to do this. Like, do you want to claim everything before you sell it? Do you want to give it as an extra bonus to others? That's really up to the market. It will be interesting to see. So, conclusion. Tiamonds, the future will be tokenized. LCX believes in the potential of tokenization as we see the barriers which need to be overcome to fully embrace blockchain technology for digital asset tokenization. So let me just change here the perspective. So Tiamonds is really the future of tokenization, as we believe in the potential of tokenization, but also see all the barriers which need to be overcome to get mass adoption and to really bring blockchain technology forward and to see asset tokenization happening. So we trust our community generally and believe that information, education, and practical application are very important to get wider adoption of tokenized asset. So the user experience is key to making the market bigger and expanding the overall market and really make tokenization a global phenomenon. We strive every day to establish a blockchain ecosystem and technology infrastructure to harvest these future opportunities. With Tiamonds, we are exploring digital scarcity and tokenization of assets as an exciting but underexplored concept that blockchain empowers. Tiamonds is the world's first project combining asset tokenization, education, and gamification with a deflationary cryptocurrency, all built on the Ethereum blockchain. We aim to raise awareness for tokenization and make tokenized assets approachable for the everyday consumer and bring us closer to widespread adoption of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. LCX has a long-standing commitment to foster the opportunities of blockchain and to establish kind of the bridge between old traditional financial markets and this new innovation and blockchain. So we do this by bridging the gap between the traditional markets, regulation, and fast-moving and geeky crypto scene. So that's a key element of what we are striving and very, very committed to. LCX is also committed to execute our commercial strategy and to act in our capacity as a regulated, trusted technology service provider in accordance with the Liechtenstein laws and now rolling it out also internationally. But specifically for Tiamonds, LCX will ensure that the rights represented by the token, the Tiamond NFTs, are always valid, clearly defined, duly documented, certified, and otherwise confirmed and enforceable. That's so important. But overall, above all, LCX aims to innovate capital markets and to change the future as a new category leader. We believe that the best way to achieve this is to have fun with it. So that's why we integrated a gamified approach to increase interest in the power of tokenization. So we hope you all have time and hands. And with that, I'm closing here this presentation around the Tiamond white paper. The Tiamond white paper will be published at our website, and you can download it at tiamonds.com. And now, over the next week, there will be additional press releases, announcement around it. And we'll also show you about the upcoming roadmap of the Tiamonds white paper and the Tiamonds project. Of course, there are a lot of things which need to be done, and we want to finish everything as soon as possible to make it available for you. This time, we are not releasing any deadlines. We just push through it as fast as we can. But I can give you kind of an overview of the most important steps we are now conducting. So besides the white paper, there's this analog safeguarding process where we now will take these 100 diamonds physically. We'll probably tweet about it also to show you a little bit about it. We'll put them into this high security vault in Liechtenstein. We won't tell you the details here because of security, but this is something which we will be doing in the next couple of days. Second process is the smart contract around it. The TIA token and the NFT, the Tiamond token, are closely connected. So the smart contracts are pretty advanced in terms of their connectivity, because each Tiamond NFT will grant the right to get the TIA tokens as a reward. And then on top of that, these smart contracts needs to be according to our digital safekeeping process. So smart contract audits, and as you know, that might take a week or 10 days or something by the third party. Then this will be published. So we'll keep you updated on the whole process, and then we want to start the sale, create the tokens, set up the liquidity pools, and then get started with it. So let me see, what are the most exciting questions here? Let's see, many questions coming in. That's great. Let's start from the last one. Okay, thank you. Wow, at least 10% per TIA token. See the comment. So 10% per TIA token to start earning 1 TIA token. Okay, you can do the math, yeah? So incredible opportunity, and I think that gets people exciting. Let me give you tell you a story, as we are here in this small community together with the LCX Insights and in a small community. Like if you look at comparable Tiamond diamond tokenized diamond project, we did of course a lot of market research around it and saw these had not been very successful. I mean, they've tokenized offering the tokenized diamonds. And I believe the key reasons why they had not been successful is it's not really clear where they're stored. Like, what's the company behind? There's some names dropped, but it's legally a lot of questions. I don't feel secure buying such a token. This is something which we wanted to overcome. Second is investing in a diamond itself needs to be attractive. Like, why should you do it? Like, if you want to invest in diamond, you could also do the real thing. So enabling this trade in the right way with the NFTs is kind of a second element of it, to transfer the ownership just by transferring the token. And the third element is on top of that, how to create awareness for such a project. That's a key barrier. And we want to create awareness with this deflationary TIA token, which might go crazy, creating a huge buzz around it because of the deflationary aspects of the 10% fee for every on-chain transaction. So time in hands, I think, is the key part. Question, Boss Battle, will there be some way to lower VIP or pay a subscription fee in the future? We had been thinking about different VIP or premium models since a while. So we'll start this now with this first trial, but there will be several levels in the future. For now, this is fixed because we also only have 50 Tiamond tokens available. So we have to limit it some way. But communities are always creative to find ways. So one user has to stack 1 million LCX token for a year, and then you will be granted these VIP privileges, including full access to the first 50 tokens sold at a fixed price. And you can do one there, and then you can buy another one at the auction. Then here, another question. Ignintas, what do you think about the current Binance situation with what happens in UK and Canada? We are watching. I am seeing that UK has stated this warning around Binance, and it's really about Binance Group as a whole. For Binance.com, it's in particular going after derivatives. If you have noticed, so they make clear crypto is not regulated in the UK, but derivatives is a security, and therefore offering it to UK users is a licensed activity. Same for Canada. With the warning, we have seen all the lawsuits going on in the US, and then you might have seen Japan also issued a warning against Binance with the same issue. So my opinion on, not particular on Binance, on like any unregulated exchange or any kind of pioneer from the past, it will be very tough for them to change all their operations from being fully unregulated, no KYC, like no risk things, and all the transactions which has been going on the platform since years, to turn that around and make that regulated and compliant. That's pretty tough. And now regulators are stepping up and will not accept any of these players. So just ignoring or trying to avoid any of these regulations is not the way to go forward. My opinion on it is really the only way to advance the overall crypto industry is to work with the governance models, with policymakers and regulators to innovate the solutions, because they don't want to block the business. They like to do good business. And you've seen that with all the financial securities out there, that be tremendous business being built up with new things. But we can't solve the current problems or challenges with all solutions. So we need to develop new solutions for this new industry. And that's what we are trying to push. We can't do it alone. Hopefully a lot of other people and companies will join, but we see some are taking compliance as serious as we are. So, question on Tiamonds. When will the sales commence? So when will the sales start of Tiamonds? We will keep you now updated on every step, from legal opinions to smart contract audits to safekeeping analog. So when we put the diamonds in the safe, and we'll start as soon as possible. But we want to get these things right. That's why we published the white paper now. We explained the complex process to get the infrastructure right with the analog and the digital safekeeping. Once that's all set up, we're ready to go and ready to roll. What is the maximum supply from Tiamonds? Thank you, Matt, for that question. So Tiamonds are the NFTs. We will be releasing 100 Tiamond NFTs because we have bought 100 diamonds, 100 real diamonds. Never bought 100 diamonds as a company. We also have to put it in our books and everything. So really following the official part. So this will be a 100. So the answer for Tiamonds NFTs, it will be 100 for now. If we want to release more, if you want to release more, then the TIA and the Tiamonds governance models kicks in, because we will be asking, do you want to issue more diamonds, tokenized diamonds, and then we can make a decision. And we can also make a decision as a community here in terms of how many TIA tokens will be then rewarded to these new Tiamond NFTs. And then the second probably implied question and answer to this, what's the total and maximum supply of the TIA tokens? So the rewards which go out to each NFT holder. So the initial total supply is 200 million TIA tokens. But you can calculate, we've done many scenarios and models in terms of the 10% fee being taken for every end on-chain transaction, 2.5% burned. So you can generate some models on that, how the deflationary asset will perform there. And the maximum possible supply is locked to 1 billion. But we won't do any minting as long as there will be new diamonds tokenized and then issued as an NFT. And again, that's the community decision. So for now, it's 200 million fixed as a total supply. Ike is asking, will we get listed on major exchanges now that you can only buy diamonds with LCX? It can be used if you have more opportunities to buy LCX. So we get listed on major exchanges. Of course, we now are looking also on TIA token. So TIA token will be listed on the most exciting and major exchange called LCX exchange first. And that's one. And for LCX token itself, yeah, stay tuned. We are in final discussions here to get, I think, a major exchange being announced soon. So you will hear it first. To get the updates, follow us at Twitter, join our Telegram community. I know I've mentioned it several times in the past. Major exchanges we see are already listed. LCX Liquid is a strong partner, for example, a reliable trading partner. But now also our pairs at LCX Exchange are getting more and more traction. So that's a good way to buy LCX. Ike is asking another question here. You mentioned that you have to stake LCX token for 1 year. Do you mean the reward staking program? Or do you have additional advantages for this VIP users? So this is not with the reward staking program. That's separate. So the VIP users staking, they get VIP treatment. They get different other benefits, which we'll be announcing. The first benefit which we announced is that they will get exclusive pre-access to the Tiamond sale, the first 50. Okay, let's dive into other questions. Okay, let's take, which question should I take? This one I already answered. Thank you. Liquidity pool. What is the maximum supply? Already answered that. Here, Fight Oma asking question. It's nice to buy a Tiamond and get TIA. Okay, you get free TIA token. That's nice. But why should anybody buy TIA from the market? What will TIA give them, and where is the value? So TIA token doesn't have any implied value. It's not asset backed. The TIA token is just a reward token next to the Tiamond NFT. The NFT is asset backed. It has a real value. It's connected to the Tiamond. But TIA token is very similar to a lot of other out there, like meme tokens or other tokens which has no value, no function, no utility, nothing. Look at Dogecoin, look at SafeMoon. I think there we took a lot of inspiration from these kind of things. And there are plenty of users and speculators out there who are very excited. And think about the 10% fee implied on any on-chain transaction. They're pretty interesting models going forward. And the key reason why we did that is to create awareness about the Tiamonds project as a whole. And because everybody will ask, what are TIA tokens? What are Tiamonds? What is tokenization? That's what we want. Ike is asking, when I pick up the diamonds in person, will I meet you? Maybe. So it really depends who's coming. We have to make sure that security is cleared and so on, but that might be an option. But I think there might be other ways also when we do physical events again to meet me or other key people at LCX in person. You know, pre-coronavirus, we did our LCX blockchain sessions in person. And so that's something which we'd like to do again. Adi is asking, how does the NFT get burned? Do you need to send the NFT to LCX to get it burned? So if you want to redeem the Tiamond NFT, the token will be destroyed, you get the diamond, and we will manage the burning. So either there's an automatic way of sending it to the burn address and then it's destroyed, or we'll handle that. But that's something you don't have to worry. It will be burned, destroyed, and then the token will redeem. You know, as a physical validator here in the backend, we have to make sure that these things are properly taken care of. Eike, how do you finance the cost of storing diamonds in the special vaults? Does the NFT holders have to finance it? Is it economically for you if someone keeps the diamonds for 10 years without paying costs? We went through this process and LCX is covering these costs. Nobody has to pay these costs being stored there. It's safe, secure. We found a good solution with really not compromising on security and insurance. That's something which we will cover. And for us, it's another step in terms of tokenization forward. And therefore, we are happy to kind of cover and subsidize this project as well. And then there are some fees which we earn. So, the liquidity providing at Uniswap is one way where like we will redeem the rewards as a liquidity provider, but the pool there will not be touched. So it will stick as long as the project will be there, but we will get the liquidity providing fees, and depending on trading volume, this might cover all these costs as well. Here's a question. BTC, ETH, Geese is asking, can we expect a delay, or will the projects on the roadmap be released in the next days? So we are running tight with a lot of things, but we always under promise and over deliver. The Tiamonds project is a good example for that. It had not been on the roadmap, but as you know, tokenization is something dear to the strategy, core part of LCX. That's why we wanted to push that forward, because it's the right time to do it. It's a very exciting combination of tokenization of an asset and this tier deflationary asset. So that's something on top of the roadmap. And in terms of the roadmap, stay tuned. There will be updates coming next week. Lane is asking, whoever holds the token will get the periodic airdrop. So that's actually not a question, but an answer, I think, to Boss Battle's question here. If you sell your Tiamonds NFTs within a year, do you stop getting the 2-year tier tokens that you mentioned? So if you redeem the diamond, the token will be destroyed, including all the rights with the NFT. So this NFT will not get any tier tokens. So we assume that at least for this 1 million minutes, the NFT will not be redeemed, but you can redeem it then afterwards, or you can redeem it anytime, but then the token is destroyed. You don't get any tier tokens. If you sell it, if you trade it, then all unclaimed tier tokens can be claimed by the new owner. So you can claim it before you sell it, or you can give it as a kind of a bonus to the next one. It's all on chain, so people can check how many tier tokens are unclaimed on the NFTs. So that's something which is all made with the smart contract automatically granted and then being able to claimed. Okay, what will be the delivery costs of the diamond? Do you send them normally through the post or through a special delivery service? Special delivery service, there are some specialized offerings there. Diamonds are sent out, as I learned, very often via post already. So that's nothing unusual, and it's similar to like insuring a laptop. When you send it out, fully insured, of course, and the special delivery services. The delivery cost overall will be announced once used. If you want to redeem it, then we'll tell you about this. Okay, so we are already 20 minutes over our time. How many diamonds will there be for sale? 100. We are tokenizing 100 diamonds, real diamonds, and I'll show you in the next couple of days how they look like. So this will be very exciting. Okay, let's take one more question. Okay. What should I take here? Diamonds. Okay. Perfect. Last question here from Ike. When will Pokemon cards be tokenized? I would like to have Pokeball token distributed. Okay, I think we want to tokenize everything. Everything will be tokenized and put in, whether it's collectibles, real world assets, financial assets. But we have to see, where is the beef? Where is the market going? And we do see that security tokens and tokenized assets still have a long way to go. There's a barrier in the market because most trading at the moment is happening with coins like Dogecoin, SafeMoon, or like the general infrastructure tokens, of course, like Ethereum, or asset value like Bitcoin. I think that's where kind of the most market is going. We don't see any security tokens going mainstream. We don't see any tokenized assets yet going mainstream. But if you look at the timing when CryptoKitties was first launched, it was the similar situation. They launched CryptoKitties because they wanted to educate the market about what is an NFT. And I think they've done a tremendous job with that. That's a similar approach what we want to do with the combination of the real world diamond being tokenized in the Tiamonds, and then the TIA token next to it as a gamified, fun way of getting attention, and a tremendous potential in terms of kind of community-driven approach there. That's might be very, very exciting. So when can we purchase? You have to subscribe to LCX Twitter account to join our community. And most importantly, as you've read, if I told you, it's only available for verified LCX users. So go to lcx.com, register, sign up, and get your account verified. Then you're eligible to get the full update on everything what we do. So with that, I'm concluding this exciting session. Thank you all for spending the Sunday here with me. 1 hour, 22 minutes. So exciting. And now let's get started with it. So thank you all for watching. Talk to you soon. Cheers. Onwards and upwards.
This is LCX Insights Live. For more insights, please visit lcx.com/insights and follow us on Twitter @LCX. Onwards and upwards.